I know you've been waiting a long time for that job to come through. You've applied to 1,000 jobs and you still haven't received one phone call. Maybe you've had the interviews, but it doesn't get past round 2 or 3. And now you're sitting frustrated, running out of money, and wondering how you're going to pay your bills next month. And I know in that time when you feel like rejection is just a part of who you are now, because you've been rejected so much that it begins to hurt. And that hurt starts to set in. And now you don't believe that you're even worthy for that next opportunity. And if that's you, I want to encourage you right now. Like you, I've been laid off 3 times. And each time it brought up different feelings. It brought up feelings that I wasn't worthy. It brought up feelings that, what did I do? Why didn't I get to stay while other people who may not have done even as good or better job than me, why are they still employed and not me? But each time I went through it, God was bringing out something in me. And I know it doesn't feel good to hear that this is a test, or this is a season, or this too shall pass, because it's getting dire for you. And at one point, I had gotten so low on my income and funds, my unemployment ran out, and I felt like, wow, what's going to happen next? And I really spiraled into denial and hurting myself, trying to numb the pain of not being able to find something when I knew that I still had value. But when you've applied to hundreds of jobs and you've not even heard back a word, or you can't seem to get that breakthrough, it starts to break you down. I know how hard that is. But today I'm asking you to recognize who you are. You have value. Just because you were rejected doesn't mean that you aren't good enough. We're not defined by a job. And I know we put so much weight on it. For me, when I lost the job and I felt like I had all these friends, it was crickets. I didn't hear from anybody. And I was like, man, did I even make an impact on anybody? Did I have any friends? And that's when I realized that coworkers are literally just coworkers. There may have been 1 or 2 people to check up, but they get to go to work every day. Here I am sitting around waiting to be chosen. So I didn't wait this time to be chosen. I started creating for myself, to build something for myself. And that time of waiting, instead of wasting time stressing and trying to find all these opportunities and going to a million networkings and doing all these things, I built something. So just like that time in which you have extra time on your hands, you may feel like you just want to lay in the bed and veg out because you're depressed. Get up and do something. Pour back into yourself. Maybe create something artistic, paint, go for a walk. Pour into yourself. If you can spare a few extra dollars, go get a massage. Go watch a movie. And sometimes when those things aren't good enough, just sit outside and watch, go to a dog park and watch dogs run. Even that will bring you some joy. Get out. Get out of your head. Don't let what's not happening for you stop you. Every morning when you wake up, you need to believe that something good is happening for me today. It's a constant reminder, even for me, that I have to say to myself, I am worthy of the next opportunity. I have great things ahead for me. I'm not forgotten. I have great skills. I have value. God sees me. He knows me. He knows what I need. And believe that there's something even bigger for you. Don't just rely on waiting to be chosen. Believe that you're already chosen. It's a state of being, not doing to get, but doing because you know that you have value. You didn't lose it just because they laid you off. There's so many stories that I hear of people, qualified people, who are struggling through this time. So you're definitely not alone. I know it feels like it. And searching for jobs doesn't pay the bills. I get that for sure. And so just like me, I've had to find ways to spend my time. And some days I don't do the best, right? Sometimes we have to be self-disciplined and we don't have that much. Our days aren't that, painted out and applying for jobs for 8 hours. That becomes just torture at some point. Don't spend all of your time spinning your wheels. Spend some time pouring back into yourself. What can you do today? If you haven't taken any time to make yourself feel good, to get out of this hamster wheel of applying and waiting and getting the rejections, I have an AI, application system working for me. And man, I get maybe 20 apps a day and 20 rejects. Reading through the email is thank you, but no thanks. Thank you, but no thanks. Man, if I had my value placed in that, I'd be sunk already. But you know what? I know I'm great, even without the job. I started my own company, and it takes time to get something off the ground. And even then, feeling like you're not good enough to get that first client can make you feel disappointed too. And maybe you don't have it in you to start something of your own. But what can you do? Don't sit in defeat. Don't let the rejections make you feel like you are a reject. Because believe me, you are not. You have value. And I believe that every time that I worked in leadership and I used to develop people and I used to show them what is valuable about your job that you do. Who are you without the job? Who are you without the things? Because that's where true value is. It's not in what you do and it's not in what you have. Because you see, you could lose what you have overnight. You could get sick and be hospitalized, and all that you're going to be worried about is, can I be healthy again? So your value isn't in all of those things. Those are just temporary anyway, because what's easy to get can be easy to be lost. And if you place your value in what they think, they are the ones that hold the power. So it's time for us to empower ourselves, trust in who we've been created to be. Go find a new skill. Look on YouTube and see what you can learn. I taught myself how to build AI apps. I had never built an app in my life. Built some really great ones. Challenged myself. Can I make this better, bigger, faster? Can I monetize it? All of those things didn't come just by sitting around worrying about who was going to get it. I needed to get it. I needed to be the one to know that I can still do some things. So don't let age defy you, because you are not how old you are. And I know that in the world, it looks like sometimes that, they don't want to hire women and they're not looking to hire people over 50. Ageism and all of the isms are out there that seem to be against you. But you know what? I try to change the algorithm of things that feed me. I want to see people talking about overcoming. I want to see people talking about building. I want to see people talking about getting new skills and having faith and belief. If you're only seeing articles about how hard the job search is, you begin to let that sit in your spirit. So are you in need of a channel change? Do you need to change your algorithm and start to unlike some things and unfollow some things? Because when we do that for ourselves, even in taking a moment to disconnect from it, from searching, believe that your next opportunity could come through, because God could speak your name in someone's ear. And an opportunity could come when you least expect it. So trust that your next is going to happen. I believe that a job is for you. I believe that the perfect opportunity is going to come around for you. And it may take longer than you thought it would. And maybe you've had to downsize or get rid of some things or sell some of your favorite things. You'll get them back. Don't worry about that. Because every time I've lost, God has brought me to a place where I got better than I lost. And He will replace that income for you. My friend lost her job and she was unemployed for about 1.5 years or so. And she found a next opportunity, but she felt just like you and I sometimes, defeated, crying, just screaming that I can't do it anymore. And the day she was about to give up was the day that God stepped in and blessed her with her new role. And that role was paying way more than she had ever made, unlimited overtime. And quickly after starting that new job, after having been denied in all of her searches before, she was able to quickly recover what she lost. She was able to repay the debts that she had incurred through credit card debt trying to make it. And guess what? She didn't lose her car. She didn't lose her apartment. She lost nothing. She recovered and recouped it all. So I believe that for you today. I don't want you to give up. I don't want you to keep on sitting in those, woe is me feelings. Do something great today and believe with me that it is going to happen for you. All right. Until next time.